Happy Tuesday. How are you, my lovelies? I'm going to give you all a couple of minutes to pop on. And I'm going to check, is this going live? If you're watching, send me a little message, a little emoji, so I can see this is actually working right now. I'm on the computer today, not the phone, so I'm hoping it'll stay and still work. Let's see. Is this working? Is this working? Hi, Irina. Okay, I see you made a comment. Thank you. Now I know it's working. Awesome. I'm just going to share this as a watch party. Please share this if you feel like anybody would benefit as well. I'm going to do um, a little bit of a card read on the energies today and just kind of talk about what's coming up and just see where, what's happening with everybody, what's going on, and pull a few cards just to kind of play with the energy a little. Rena, how are you doing today, my love? Let me know. Hi, Khalid. How are you? So, this week for me has had like shame come up, and I made a post about that right in the group there, just because whatever is not in truth about ourselves will be heightened, right, with everything that's happening, the gateways, all of the freaking energies, whatever or whomever or whatever that we're not in alignment with, or we're hiding from it, or we're unconscious about it, is going to be made super aware to us. Either physically, we're going to have shit happen like migraines, physical pains, get sick, or consciously, we're just going to be super uncomfortable in our own skins. Things are going to happen. We'll be manifesting stuff that's not so nice. We'll manifest situations. Cars will break down, fridges will break. It'll be kind of something is going to happen to tell us where we're not on the path. And when I say to, I feel it's our soul. The soul wants us on mission right now. And whether that mission is just to be in truth in oneself, be in all of oneself, not distract. Hands up. It definitely was distracting a little over the weekend. Not avoid, not repress, not suppress, not try to dissociate, not try to numb out. Essentially, be in oneself no matter how uncomfortable it is when things start to come up to be seen to us, be shown to us, whether it's through relationships or lack of, whether it's through, money stuff, business stuff, stuff's breaking down, whatever it happens to be, it's going to show up over the next few weeks. And if not already, let me know if any of you had this stuff happen, right? These like little signs, even though they might feel like if something's been smashed in our faces. Has anything happened with people? With me, I do know that it's been super uncomfortable to be in my own skin recently, and I had to go, why? Because I was avoiding it, and it was building up and building up, and it was like, oh, I don't have to go there. Until it got so freaking uncomfortable, and that was like my uncomfortable laugh, where I'm like, right, what is it I'm afraid to see about myself? What is it I'm avoiding about oneself? And this is a thing, it's going to be super loud right now if we are maybe unconscious about something. Not on purpose, it could be just being brought back into awareness, or another layer, another level. If we're going around like we ourselves are in the vortex, this is another layer the vortex is brought back around for us to see and to look at. So I feel, when I'm talking about the energies, I feel it's going to be similar outside of us, macro, micro. What we create will reflect back. What is being created outside will reflect within. Anything that's vibrationally matching will be drawn out. And this is a thing, anything within us that is vibrationally matching with what's happening in the collective will be pulled out. And hi Eileen, hi Rena, hi Michelle, Sandra, hi Katrina. That sounds fabulous. I'm going to go out after this for a little evening promenade as well. Hello, Michelle. Um, and yeah, Rena, uncomfortable in my own skin is what I've been feeling, especially over the weekend. And I do know, like with the full moon, the eclipse, everything, there's a reason for that. It's not just what's going on in the collective, like it was something inside. And this is the vibrational matching, and it's had me asking that question, well, where am I vibrationally matching? And what is vibrational matching? It's essentially two energies of similar frequency, tone, resonance will find they'll find each other, right? And if it's a push pull, it'll push and pull and make things pop to be released. Or it'll amplify it within the body of you, within the human form of you, so that you actually see it. So this is like you'll be freaking going, oh fuck you, but essentially it's a blessing in disguise. It's coming here, so we look, and these are, when we look at this, the shadow stuff, we grow. What is after that is growth. It's enlightenment, it's more self-love, it's all of that. So I am coming on, I'm in a bit of a spiel. I'm going to take a breath and center, because yeah, I'm still in the middle of mine. But this is the but today, it took me 5 days, by the way. This is like, I know this has been going on with me for 5 days. I even said it on my last live. I've been calling myself out a little on lives, but still hadn't done anything. But right now it's like, okay, aligned action needs to happen. We can sit in something, we can process it, but at the end of the day, we're human, and that means taking a step towards creating something. And that is creating a change, a transformational choice. So I'm kind of inviting in the energy of transformational choice with ease and grace. So it doesn't have to be stuff breaking down on us or physical aches, pains showing up, right? I'm going to call that energy in today to allow us to flow with ease and grace. So there will be a little transmission coming in for me, not just for you guys, for me too. Because when we're in that like like rotten, the like push pull energy, the vibrational matching of what's not exactly in the highest energy, highest frequency, um, clarity can be a little fuzzy. And it pulls us out of the body, it pulls us out of the heart space and up into the head space. And this is what I've been noticing with the collective energy. So a lot of things, and this is the energies of this month, a lot of things are going to come up to the surface. And I did say buckle our belts. That has been a strong message from Spirit the last week or two. There's going to be more. And the more that's coming may, truth is being revealed, as what we're going through right now is to be revealed within us. But as that truth is being revealed outside of us, will we allow it to pull us out of us to focus on the external? Or will we actually go within and go, macro, micro, external, internal, what is it that this is vibrationally matching with within me? How am I being triggered? What's my reaction to this? How do I choose to be in the beingness of this? Without coming out of the body, without coming out of the heart, without moving into the headspace or outside of oneself, reacting, right? And we're human. Reactions are normal, but it's to recognize it, bring it back in, and essentially embody, integrate, right? Transmute anything. So this is, I'm talking because this is me processing my own stuff, right? So I pulled 2 cards before we came on, and I pulled interesting 2 cards. I haven't read them yet, so I'm going to turn them over to read. This is the energy of this week or the coming weeks. Okay, both cards have the exact same colors. This is interesting. Right, the first card I pulled, and I've pulled this one before. This is the Magdalene deck, Perception. Take a look at the eye. Is that Big Brother or is it a third eye, right? So the eye, perception. How do we perceive things internally or externally? And actually with me instantly I was getting, like last week, I could feel so much shame come up, and that's one's own perception of self. It's the identifier. Shame is like an identifier. It's the I am when actually it isn't, but we've identified something as being, whether it brings us into unworthiness or anger or not good enough, XYZ. So perception. The second card is decision. Look at that. It's even similar in the way color wise and with the two, like this, the moon, the full moon and the flame. Let me look at that one. That is interesting. Like the full moon flame decision. I used the words transformational choice there before we got on. So, transformational choice, making a decision, is going to be super big this week, next week. So, decision making. What do we choose to create in our lives? And I feel the force of creation is really big right now. Creative co creation, conscious co creation. And this is even something I was resisting. I've been doing the bare minimum. It's like, you know, when you do like you're half in, you're quarter in, you're an eighth in. I've realized my energy, like I'm showing up, but I'm showing up kind of, hmm, you know, am I a third or a half or a quarter in everything that I'm doing and being, and not judging oneself because sometimes we need that. But I mean, even in my choices, in my decisions, it's like I'm doing it, but I'm only kind of doing it. I'm not like full certainty. This was me now last week. I wasn't in full certainty. I wasn't in full 100% hell yes in everything in my beingness around my health, around what choices I was making, around how I was showing up in the business, in my relationships. It was like a little bit, yeah, I'm showing up, but it was like just as much as so I won't get called out. Hands up, anybody's been doing that the last week or two. Because when we're doing that, we're not in truth with oneself. We're not really fully embodying oneself. And I know why. I know why, okay? And the why is I was vibrationally matching with something external that was bringing up something for me to see, like, you know, and I needed to see it, and this is the perception. So I'm just going to see what comes in for the collective around this perception, and just invite in any source beings now of the highest soul cosmic star family, please. Source itself, divine masculine, divine feminine, Mother Earth Gaia, and the I am presence of each and every one of us for the collective here to transmit any message that needs to come through for us, please. So I am just getting a lot of energy in the sacral moving around right now as I'm just said that out loud. Lots of sacral energy, lots of emotion, lots of gunk that's been stored in the womb space, shifting and moving. And this is where a lot of unworthiness gets held down there, it like sinks to the bottom. Not good enough sinks to the bottom. So I'm just feeling that being shifted and moved as I'm going to read this card now on page 48. Let's see what comes through. Right. This is also giving, receiving. So, how are people showing up for you in your life, and how do we perceive them to show up? This is when we're being shown things collectively right now. Are we judging what's coming up? Are we judging the people that are, you know, in front of us? I'm even going to put my hand up and say, I did that a little. I'm flying back to Ireland and I'm like, oh my God, some of the stuff I'm seeing, feeling, hearing, seeing of people in fear, there was a little bit like, come on. But there's a little bit of judgment there. So I had to like go, how am I perceiving this? So even anything in the news right now that comes up that will pull you out of self, what's your perception of it? What are there any judgments? And around giving and receiving, it feels like energy being pulled. We're being pulled energetically to overgive. So just watch that. That's this card as well. Okay, so just reading what it says here. Sometimes people have a tendency to use others to fill their own void. Or what do you use to fill a void? Do you use distractions? Do you use Netflix? Do you use food, sugar, coffee, tea, drugs, alcohol, sex? What are you using to fill a void? So that's coming up right now. And to some extent, this is true of most relationships. However, sometimes it is insatiable. The void is insatiable. It can't be filled. And nothing you do or say will ever be enough. Don't allow yourself to be drawn into other people's problems or drama. And this is what I was saying about the collective stuff right now. Don't fall into it. Don't go into the drama. Use your intuition. That's the I. Use your intuition and trust your natural instincts. Okay, in spite of the problems, a valuable lesson will be derived as you realize that we are responsible for our own well-being. Oh my God, that's hitting home for me. I was on the phone earlier to somebody and I was telling them like, oh, I've been shirking my responsibilities the last few days. That's how I put it. That's me half in. I've been shirking my responsibilities. I haven't been 100% committed to everything energetically. Not that I have to be, but just even me, myself, my own beingness, my own exercise, health, everything, like, relationships, how I was communicating. It was all a little like turned down the volume. I turned down the volume on everything. And I was like, what's that about? Why am I doing that? What's this about, right? So this feels like that card is about, are you ready to take responsibility for your own creation, for life, for your own crap? Are you holding on to it? Is it giving you something? What is the reward? Because we are definitely getting a reward, even if the reward is us, we'll be uncomfortable. It's safety. We know it. We're certain of it. We don't have to have our ducks in a row. We know what this is, even if it's freaking uncomfortable. And we're afraid of what's over the wall. What does that mean? What changes that does that take? So yeah, that feels like that's part of this that's coming up collectively as well. Okay, so just see and feel if anything within you is reflecting the same thing back. And I'm going to move to this one, decisions. And this is big stuff around truth here with decisions, big stuff around being in your truth, the truth that is hiding being revealed even within oneself but also collectively. Okay, alignment with our own truth, aligning with people that are in our vortex as well, that will align with us. So there's an essence of, I'm seeing a lot of people falling off a circle. Let's say we're one circle, you'll see people fall away because they will choose a different resonance, not good or bad, just a different vibration, vibrational matching again. So there may be people that you're letting go of in the next while as well, as this truth is being revealed, by the way, because this feels so not just collective but individual as well, relationship karmic wise, contract wise, that you come in with contracts. So yeah, there's a lot coming in here around that. Okay, thank you. So anything around outside revelations, outside truths, pulling you out of your own body, your own heart space, up into the head or outside of that, keep breathing and come back in. Okay. Let's just see. Decision, page 24. Lots of Archangel Michael energy here and Gabriel. A lot around the truth. I'm just really feeling that. Okay. So decisions. I'm hearing the word injustices and judgments. Yet again, judgments came up with perception. So noticing what's going on with that. I haven't read any of your comments yet. I'm just going to finish this. I'm going to go through the comments. You have an important decision to make at present, and the decision, or I'm going to use the word transformational choice, because it's our choice whether we do X or do Y, be X, be Y, choose self or choose outside of self. So you have an important decision to make at the present, and the decision you make now will affect many around you for a long time to come. Be sure you know what you really want before you act. Well, this is interesting. So often we move into, and this is our souls. Our souls are amazing at showing us lessons, especially when we don't get it the first time, right? I didn't get that the first time. And it'll show up louder, a different way, or through a different means. But essentially, if we're not listening, it needs to be kind of slam dunked with it. Essentially, we will know if we're really uncomfortable with it, we'll know what we don't want, and therefore we'll get clearer on what we actually do want. So what we don't want, when that shows up in our life, we send out energy about what we really do want. And that's why I think I've asked a couple of you, you're on the live, and you've been asked, in our sessions, I'm like, well, what do you want? What do you want to create? This is a creation point. What do you want? What does your soul want? Okay, so what it says, before we act, we need to know what we want. Take a few deep breaths, make time out to clear your mind, and you will know. We are all part of one creation, energetically interconnected, and therefore what affects one affects the whole. Mind blown. This is just what we were saying, wasn't it? The micro, macro, noticing, well, as we shift and change, so does our outer reality. But as the outer reality shifts and changes and wants to bring us into that, especially if it's not the vibration we're aligning with, we're to watch that and essentially come back in. So that's interesting. A positive effect can only be achieved by being true to yourself. The right decision is one that sits comfortably inside your heart. Don't make your decision based on guilt or shame or what you think you should do or should be. Be true to you, for it is only by being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So this is, wow, these are really hitting home with me. So guilt and shame, two of the lowest vibrations, closest to death, right? Unworthiness, guilt, shame. That's what I've been experiencing recently. And when we create actions or make creations or come from, or even if we set an intention that's high, but the come from is through the guilt, the shame, the unworthiness, that tinges what we're manifesting a little in how it comes into us, what it is that actually comes to us, whether we're truly satisfied, and even making a decision if we're still in the shame. It really kind of distorts. It's a distorted energy. And this is, I made a post. This is just aligning most with my post, a post around shame and how shame is distortion to our truth. We find it hard to find our truth if shame is there at the bottom of it. And it's something I've been working through the last week, like shame. And even I read an article related to this that was like, blew my mind, because of course the universe starts showing you stuff that you're working through. And the article was related to people in court when they go to court. Let's say people, they're shame, they've been violated, they feel shame, they did nothing wrong, but they're feeling the shame, and then when they tell the truth, others looking at them going, well, that doesn't feel true, because they're feeling the shame, and therefore they question the integrity and the truth of the person giving this truth, because the person's in the resonance of shame. So I was really fascinated with that, and I was speaking to my sister around it this morning, and we were like, she was like, shit, yeah. And we were just talking about it. Like, this is like, we're going into some stuff in our past. And she was like, that's so true. I questioned, did I imagine it? Was I overreacting? Was it true? Because I felt so much shame about XYZ that had happened. So, yeah, I'm going on a bit about shame, but I'm going through it myself. So that's why I don't know if any of you are feeling this, but it's all stuff, all behaviors, all patterns coming up again to be seen. And anywhere we've stored that in the physical body, the cells are vibrating like crazy right now, and they're releasing. And if you're feeling anger, because anger can often be the top emotion underneath sadness, grief, shame, unworthiness, that's what's happening as well. Okay. And all these gateways that are open right now, this is creating that vacuum to draw out. It's like a poultice, right? We're being drawn out of what's not serving us, what's not in the highest good. So they're the two cards. I'm going to pull some dragon cards and just see what comes up around that as well. I'm going to pull two. Right, here they are. I've just pulled three, actually have come out. So Omega Dragon is the first card pulled. Harnesses the divine feminine power of creation. And I've just been talking about conscious co-creation. These are the messages. Intention. Talking about our come from, our intention. Hold the vision. Hold the vision of what you want. What do you want for the world, the universe, earth, and self? What's your soul mission? Birth the higher consciousness. Okay, so the Omega Dragon is also a representation of the divine feminine. Okay, you can see the birthing, this birthing aspect here, the void. And I am feeling like that sacral, I mentioned the sacral right now was contracting, feeling that dense energy. So we're clearing that. The dark blue, no, this was the second one, sorry. The air and fire dragon, fire being a massive energy of creation as well, makes us move, get things done. Air and fire dragon, ooh, this is interesting. Ooh, getting a tingle in this one. Harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Creativity again, creation energy. Communicate, throat, communicate your passion. And again, all of the cards have had blue. Look at this. Blue, 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 and creation energy, speak your truth, blue. Blue being the color of the throat chakra, okay? Also blue ray. So any of us that are on the blue ray frequency is our empaths, we're star seeds, highly intuitive, highly psychic, come here to help raise the vibration of earth and self, work through karma, work through ancestral stuff, and essentially raise consciousness. So blue ray stuff here is big. The next card I pulled was the dark blue Galactic Dragon. Helps you listen to the voice of the universe, ignite the codes of your master blueprint, access cosmic wisdom, and enter higher service. So we're talking about soul mission stuff here again. Look at this. So creation, creativity, creation, divine feminine, creativity, truth, access the cosmic wisdom and enter higher service through mastering your blueprint, your soul blueprint. So we're going to invite those dragons in, along with the Magdalene, which was around perception and decision making, transformational choice, judgment, criticism, knowing what our perception is, and taking transformational choice in truth this week. So these are the cards. We are being called. We need to clear this, right? Clear the judgments, the criticisms. Notice if something outside of us is pulling out. We're being pulled out of self, focusing on the shit show that's the external, and come back in, see what's vibrationally matching. And transformational choice. Are we willing to release and let go of what we're stuck in? Are we willing to make that choice to move forward into our creations, into the truth of all that we are? And these dragons are coming in with massive, this is all of these are creation energy dragons. Wow, super powerful. I'm going to do a little transmission on that, see what happens, and just look at some of the comments. I see some here coming through. Hi, Maireith. Hello. Rena, I read yours is the last one I read. And Katrina, your son was 18. Okay. Oh, thank you. My skin, is it? Might be the lights. Hi, Jennifer. Josh said he dreamt a spaceship appeared and the tall blonde beings came out. He said in the dream, I told you they were coming. I believe they were Pleiadians, and Arcturians, and Syrians. It's not just going to be one being. I feel that he felt the energy of quite a few. I'm getting 3 there, by the way. Ooh, interesting. Love it. Transformation. Rena, I'm dealing with a lot of shadow. She's angry and raging. So much more love is needed, more ease and grace. Anger really brings us out and up. Feel it. What do you need? What does that anger need to be heard? How does it need to be heard? What does it need to say? What voice does it need? Can you speak that voice of that anger and let it out? Scream it out, shout it out, dance it out, punch it out, like run it out. Find a way that energy can release through the body quite quickly, because underneath the anger is something deeper. Because anger is that energy of motion to bring something else up and out as well, and more awarenesses. It's an amazing energy, but super uncomfortable. So I get you. I get you. At the moment, my triggers are being wronged. Injustices. I think we said that word earlier as well. Injustices or judgments, seeing people being wronged, even seeing people being adored or being liars or fake. Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yes. Again, I had this chat with my sister. I was on the phone to her this morning, and we were talking about this thing of pedestal pushers. Those folks that are pedestal pushers, and it sounds like they've got a drug problem, but essentially they put people on pedestals and then the people get knocked off, or the people they push to have themselves on a pedestal, and there's that aspect of control. So I'm going to say I've had people put me on pedestals in the last few months, and I get super uncomfortable with that crap. And then of course, hey, I'm human. I don't ever try to be anything other than what I am in my truth at that moment. And if I show up a certain way, there's expectations with pedestals. People have expectations, and if they're not met, you're evil, you're incarnate, you're wronging me, you're not being who I want you to be. Rejection, essentially shit being thrown, shit flying all over the place. So of course this is happening to me, to realize boundaries and truth, and realize like, whoa, that's interesting. Vibrational matching. No, thank you very much. Release. Let go and release. But noticing where others also seeing that, I'm seeing where others are also have created a pedestal through unconsciousness, or just because they like the power and they like the control. That's all going to come crashing down for sure. That is part of this whole perception thing. We're going to start to see things differently. And this is even governments, people in governments, people in the medical fields. This isn't just, in the spiritual realm. I'm like, it's going to show everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. But notice where we're getting pulled out of self and in judgment or angry, or like, what is vibrationally matching within us as well? Because there's a story there for us if we're feeling pulled out because of that. There's no right and wrong, but it's showing us something. Because if we're meant to be pulled out, we'll be pulled out, or we're to see why. What's going on with me? Interesting. Or does that mean there's an action step for me to take? Is there a transformational choice to happen? Am I a voice of something here? It'll define something for us. So it's exciting, but really uncomfortable when this happens. Jacqueline, I love that. Thank you, Katrina, for writing that, by the way, because it brings up so much for me. Even in that whole like love and light brigade, noticing if I'm detaching via love and light as well, or do I need to see something? So it's kind of interesting for me. I have to really feel into that. Struggle has been wanting my emotions to be heard. Get you. Thanks. You like the earrings. Okay, spot on for you, Mairead. So, are you pulling them out, my love? Yep, pull them all out. Funny enough, I think I posted the Troth transmission today, didn't I? Because I was feeling stuff. Look, even though I'm talking to you now, my voice has gone down an octave. I was feeling stuff with the Troth as well. And of course, the Troth is so linked with, the solar plexus power, but also the womb space, creation space, expression space, how we express, how we allow our beingness to be expressed. Troth is so massive and powerful. So much karmic links and ties as well. I'm just seeing a lot of old karmic ties with you. You're going to be releasing, removing, but acknowledging where they are. And I am getting the word masculine now, also the relationship to the masculine, and the masculine even showing up as men in your life, your father, your brother, but also your partners, but also God, how God shows up, how we trust God being the how God was shown to us, judgment God, not actual source, divine creator, but how God shows up. And even separation, that sense of separation, abandonment, betrayal around the masculine. And this is also collective. Look, this is being shown up for the collective as well, like patriarchy. So there's you're going to have another, awesome. I went, even last week, I had my own process in that arena around God, source, masculine, and truth. So I feel there's some like mirroring between me and you on that when I'm saying it out loud, because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that. Feel into it though. Feel into your own truth, by the way. Always feel into your own truth. Decisions. How do you know what you really want? Well, what don't you want, Irina? What do you not want? Start from that. What I don't want. Now you find out what you do want. And often when we don't know what we want, we're afraid to ask. We've never given the voice to ask. We've not really thought about it or given our space to think about it. We've not allowed ourselves to dream big, use the imagination, allowed ourselves to be the visionaries that we are, allow ourselves to be in the dream space to find out what we do want. And this is a thing. Once we say what we want, it's not set in stone. It's not like that's it for the rest of your life. That's all you can ever want. No, it's like your first, you take a book out of the library, you don't have to keep it forever. You can put it back in and pick another one. You've read it, you've learned from it. Oh yeah, I might keep this book, but maybe actually I want different books. I'm going to send this one back and take out another one. And that's the thing. That's the whole journey of the soul. What do I want? Well, you got to try something first. You got to take that first step. And this is that thing I said I've been avoiding. I've been avoiding making a choice about taking action on stuff. It doesn't, I need to tell myself this, you see. It doesn't mean, just because I'm doing it now, doesn't mean it's forever. And just because, I take a step and I know I want to see the ducks in the row, and that's why I was only ever half in, because I had to fully trust. Discernment and trust. In self, in source, in God. I mentioned that thing, I had a whole thing with God recently come up again. And I've got to release that control about it having to look a certain way. Me, even how I'm being perceived by others. I've got to let that go. Like a whole shit show happened in one of my, with some people, they obviously had me on a pedestal. I had to let that go and go, whoa, okay, let that go. So, don't control, let go. I can't control. You can't control either, but is there a step? A little baby step you can take. A little a little baby step over here. And then find out what it is that, do you like it? If not, why not? What does it mean about you? What are you attached to? Where is the attachment? What does it mean? What ascribed meanings are you giving it? Does it have to be perfect? Does it have to be right? And this is the thing. If we have to be right, we're not ever going to take it because we won't know we're right until we do it. And then if we're wrong, it means we're a failure. And oh my God, I'm never going to put my head up again. I'll keep my head back down. So rules, what rules are there? Right, wrong, perfectionism. Like there's going to be a lot around that. Trust. And as you keep doing, you'll build your muscle as you practice and just show up. Show up. That's what I'm calling out for you, Irina. Show up. What do you want? Show up in it. Make phone calls. Put your name out there. Have a chat. Meet people. Play with it. Make a plan. Undo the plan. Make another plan. But actually, do it. Go out and do it. Ask somebody, hey, do you want to be my first client? Let's just play with this. Can I play with you? No expectations. I'm learning. And as I learn, I find out and refine. I mean, I'm not the same as what I'm doing now is not the same as I did 5 months ago. But if I hadn't taken that first step 5 months ago, I wouldn't be sitting here. I would still be doing what I was doing 5 months ago, which wasn't really fulfilling me. And I'd be bored with right now. So this is the thing, like, unless you actually take that step and that leap and just be brave about it, find out where your attachments are, go through you have access to my non-attachment manifestation meditation. Do that. Okay, that's really awesome. And I got that from Duke Sawyer. Like, he's freaking awesome in that. Do the non-attachment manifestation meditation. It's really good. Okay, Irene, I went off in a spiel there with you, but there you go. Michelle, yeah, the void. Yes, then guilt. Yes, 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 yes. That was me too. Totally get you. Creation point calling for you. I have a huge transformational choice, letting go of the job. Okay. I do know I'm ready to let go, but it's hard to act. Okay. Ooh, let's call in this because I can feel these guys coming in now. They're starting to come in. They're knocking on the door there. How do we master our blueprint? Well, we are the blueprint. So how are we mastering self is what you're asking. And that is a journey. That's the point of existence for us, why we're here. And I mentioned that earlier. Are we on soul mission, soul path? What is soul mission, soul path? We don't know until we start taking a step forward into that. It's into our alignment. What's aligning with us? Because there's no right and wrong. Alignment could be A and B, and you just choose A or B. But it could be like a job in that sector or a job in that sector, or a partnership with that woman or man, or a partnership with this woman or man. There's no right, wrong. It's what's alignment. Because there's many ways to get to the end point. So accessing your blueprint gives you an idea on how do you do that. Practice, meditation, asking questions, connecting with source, connecting with self, connecting with higher self, connecting with the earth, embodiment. It's everything. Like, that's everything. Caring, self-love, caring for self. So that's not an easy answer in one sentence, but it's a bit of everything. And it's a step. It's releasing, letting go, healing, forgiveness. It's a bit of everything. Like, it's not a simple answer to that, but it's a journey. And we can't expect the journey to happen in an hour. It's a journey, but we get there step by step. Like, I know for me 5 years ago, what are we now? 4 years ago? Am I in more self-mastery now than I was then? Yes. How do I know that? I'm alive. I was dying. Now I'm alive. Okay. I was in deep depression. Now I'm not. I love myself more. There's more room for me to love me even more. But there you go. My relationship wasn't fulfilled. I was pretending it was, but I wasn't really. I only knew as much as I knew at the time. Now I know more. And sometimes they say ignorance is bliss, but there you go. But so the journey, yeah, it's a journey. Okay. Okay. Oh, awesome. You're pulling them out, Rena. Baby steps, Jacqueline. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to call in Source God Creator right now. I'm going to create sacred space. And any light language that wants to come through, I'm inviting that in for clarity, to cut through, quantumly heal, clear, clarify, offer guidance, attune, activate, decode across all time, space, dimensions, realities, right back to the point of creation. Down the ancestral lines, the karmic lines, past, present, future, please. Thank you. Into the DNA, into the cells. All for the highest good, highest truth, highest wisdom, inviting multidimensional aspects of each of you listening or will listen in the future to come in and join in this, because we are co-creating right now. This is co-creation right now. It's not my energy. This is your energy too, coming in to co-create. It's not just Mary here. This is all of you. I'm welcoming you in. Recognize the power that you have and own it. Come into this space. Should you wish, this is your choice, obviously, for the highest good. So welcoming in the healer aspect of you, welcoming in the you, the key code activator you, the decoder you, the you of, I am getting like star seeds you, like I'm getting, oof. So dragon body, unicorn body, elemental body you, Arcturian, Andromedan, Syrian, Palladian, Genie, Max, I could keep going. All of those aspects of you selves watching and welcoming them in the highest good, please. Nano unamana ewe na shoto, the white brotherhood, the white sisterhood, sister of the rose, sister of the brotherhood of the rose. The Kurumanishma Aikane, the Magdalene, Baru Rudri Bata Tidmana, Kurum, the Christ consciousness, also Manaivra, the Kapanaya, Utina, Husham Tanawaike, Hanamana Usu. Calling in the nature spirits to carry out calibration. Each woman, each man watching now or in the future. Na sumbari kamna ishwa iti pata akatamna iwe. The Omega Dragon, please. Mdawari kamna shutomnikere. The Air and Fire Dragons, please. No shima ikarma ishma ikeriken. The Dark Blue Galactic Dragons. Na 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 huturo na masawichi umbayeo. Shanam ne mawa shamna ne wa ni ui. The activation of your old soul language in the mother tongue. Should you wish this, you can say I do, I am, and receive your own activation right now. Anybody can speak light language. It's not just for special people. Everybody got it. So just call it through if it's something you'd like to play with. And your own unique healings in the quantum realms, because each of us has something unique to bring through. We are all codes, keys, activators, and locks for each other. This abundance codes coming through. So yeah, let's bring in the abundance codes, please. So you can just imagine now, imagine yourself inside a beautiful white crystalline pyramid. Just imagine that, encasing you right down to your feet. You're standing on it. And this pyramid of white, beautiful crystalline light is filled up, and you're just breathing and receiving it right now. This is filled with source light, the highest pure light of the divine. And as you breathe in and out, it connects you to earth right now. Right down into the earth core, into Mother Earth. Through the beautiful, as you breathe in and out now. Through the earth, the sands, the salts, the riverbeds, the crystal beds, right down into the core. Just bringing that beautiful energy down, connecting you. And as you breathe in now, feel, sense that pyramid. It's a 3D structure. It starts to turn. It starts to move slowly. You're still and it's externally moving in the etheric auric field of you as it begins to clear and cleanse the mental, the physical, the emotional, and just release and draw out anything not serving you. And we're inviting in now clear perception. Clear perception, inviting in any dissonance to be cleared. Anywhere we're afraid to take action in the physical, emotional, mental planes, spiritual planes. Anywhere that fear binds us, or shame binds us, or unworthiness binds us, we invite that now to be released, cleared. Across all time, space, dimensions, and realities. I'm just seeing ancestral lines coming through. We're going to clear the bloodlines. Anone, anone, danewa, shanane kerana surudo. Inviting the fire dragons, the earth dragons to run through those bloodlines now and clear and cleanse. Thank you. Releasing the father wound, releasing the mother wound. And you'll know what this is for you. And anything karmically, and this is around the fear of showing up, being seen, the fear of moving into the purpose because of what happened before. And the fear of success or failure. Separation, excommunication, outcast, judgment, criticism, death. Allahanda al-mahali wa hind gabai. Ndahawain maharuk malewa shayi Allah. Udbalawiya rana suromane hawataya. Udnehana wanzeo. Udnehana wanzeo. Maui. Arham iwahiteka the ararain mana auro. I'm inviting you all now, as you're in this white crystalline pyramid, to feel, sense, see the sisters around you, the brothers around you that's here on this call right now. I'm inviting us all to hold hands. These aspects of ourselves, as we are now completely encased in white, beautiful light, surrounded by our cosmic and soul star families, and all of our multi-dimensional aspect selves. And I call forth now each of you that is the healer to work on each of us, the shaman you, the priestess you, the Arcturian, the Syrian, the Lyrian, the Palladian, the Andromedan, the vegan, the elemental, the dragon you, the medicine man woman you, and now I want each of you to feel your energy work on self and on each other with open hearts, open love, truth, and trust. Take a breath. Each being standing behind and in front. Psychic surgery. Clearing of the crown. Look at that, working on my throat. Thank you. Clearing of the third eye. Just breathing in now as you breathe that beautiful light in. As these beings clear and cleanse, these are the highest truth, highest wisdom beings that we've invited into this sacred space. You are safe and protected. Revoking, rescinding any beings of lower density. Have no fear, you are safe, and just receive now. I'm just seeing ear implants being removed, nose implants being removed, mouth and jaw, namane ewashi, back of the head where the primordial brain is, ayikanamana ushuromana iti, activation of the inner left and right hemisphere, dururamana seti wui. So in around the throat being cleared. Shana yarara Clearing of the throat. Aya kasha na ukuru. Take a deep breath and breathe out all that doesn't serve you. And as you are in the body now, just feeling yourself relax and soften, release and let go. And if you wish now, move the body anywhere there's stiffness. Deep breaths in, deep releases out. Hilarion, Yeshua, Majushri, Chakana, Panashubani, Bashadi, Shamana, Kuromiho, Kamanim Pamaki, Raphael, Yehimana. Breathing in, green emerald light. Hayakando ma shawaya. Nehimana Adukurmani Yeshua. And feel that green light enter into the body of you like an emerald shining and sparkling. Entering into the cells of you, opening and clearing and cleansing, releasing, letting go. Big breath in and out. You're being worked on now. There are dragons of the galactics around you, blowing, burning, clearing, gobbling up, transmuting, opening of the heart space, releasing of the shoulders, the back. I'm going to invite you now, recall wherever you've given your power away. Whom have you given your power away to, or to what? A situation, a place, a person, a thing, food or drink or alcohol or drugs or distractions like Netflix. So just breathe in and breathe out. As you now reclaim your power back in, you are a sovereign being. Nothing or no one has power over you. You are sovereign. I am. Na nomine voi. And anything distorting that, any energies distorting that, entities or implants, we now revoke, rescind, release, delete across all time, space, dimensions, and realities. And just breathe now and just allow that light to enter into any energetic cords that you sense or feel around places, things, people in your life as you release and let it go. Sending any forgiveness. I'm sorry I gave my power away to you. Forgive me. And to me, I'm sorry, me. I didn't want that responsibility. I didn't know I had the choice. I didn't realize. I'm sorry. I now call it back into the truth. Please come home me back into the power, the truth, the love of all that I am. I now choose. And this is where you make your transformational choice. What do you choose right now? Each of you has a choice. What transformational choice do you make? And just allow that to come in. What do I need, me? What do I need right now? Breathe and receive that in. And then make the choice. Okay, thank you, me. I now choose. Whatever it is you need, choose it. Womb space is now being worked on. No manakaminishmaike waka ike waka nihite ba akurumana ashwa iti kanta kantorum tkewa aishi. Allowing the fire dragon to work through the room, burning any pain, suffering, attachments. Anima auro compre ewa aka ara chi chichumana auro compre wa yurururu rama iti dam dawa ewu. Any mama mama mana 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 mana. You know. Sean McCullough, I'm gonna do it. Shawty, come on, you water, water, my yeah, 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 my. Keep breathing. You may feel a warmth over the belly. Shh. Keep breathing in and out. Namane AY. Come back into the body, into the root, the body, the body, the body. Do you accept the physical body, the temple of you? Yes or no? Breathe in. Do you choose to be committed in your life right now? To be in your full power as creator? To see where your power has been taken away, where you feel it and then reclaim it? To be in your truth, to speak it, to express it? To allow your guidance and clarity in as you connect and stay connected? Do you choose that? Navo ne ma'ayi, navaho mehewahi, lika nahara manehewasha. Just place your hands on your belly, on the womb, the sacral. Breathe, place them as if they are the pyramid. Allow the healing hands of you to be received into the womb, the sacral. Nashuma, Nahante, Tikana, Nahubalehe, Takwana, Tihishe, Tkar Humane Washa, Ishi, Tanahe, Tilikaha, Tukumanahe, Tuankare Rumara Harakatumт, She Maha Nahu Dahe Da Di, To Dante To Yene, Shandama Undamanahe Washu, Ihin Awara Hump Ehe Shike. Opening and clearing of the jaw. There's some clearing of the jaw that wants to happen in some of you. Open and close the jaw and relax and release and massage it if you need to. Horse lips to help relax and release the jaw. So horse lips is just, if you want to hum and relax and release the jaw. There's a lot of tension in the face getting released right now. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. That's it. Keep breathing. The nurturing energy of Mother Mary now comes down. Unhook yourselves. Unhook yourselves from any karma, anything you're holding on to. It's not yours to carry. You are worthy. Believe it, feel it. What action would you take if you truly felt worthy right now? What value do you give to yourself right now? Unconditional, unconditional, giving, unconditional, receiving, unconditional love. The isness, the beingness, the peace, the stillness, the I am. Inviting in clarity and focus. What are you creating right now? Mona ni hewa shiro na hatika na manushur. Maya samanai. Mana tipita kutum shantana waiti. As you're breathing in now, coming back into your bodies, you'll start to feel open the sitting space. One or two you're holding. Open the urethra, the vagina, the back passage, just like you're sitting into a warm bath. Soften, because you're holding what's in the sacral. So let it out. Like you're going to pee it out. Let it out. So I want you now to take your hands as they are activated, as you receive codings from your multidimensional aspect higher selves. I want you to take and rub over your body. Feel your hands touch you, hold you, massage you. You're in a body, a temple, a sacred temple. Do you love it? Show it how you love it. Hold it, touch it, massage it, release it. Any tensions, any pains, any aches, any stiffness, you're going to breathe in. Open. Like open the chest. Open the belly. Pat the belly. Pat the legs. Bring your hands down your legs, down to your feet. Oops, there I go, down to my feet. Hold the feet. Whatever you can do now, just touch it. Anybody that's had, some of you have lower back issues now, because I can feel that, so that's releasing. So just massage the lower back. You're just going to bring your hands around, massage where your kidneys are. You're just going to help and support the body, loving the body, thanking the physical for putting your soul in this creation that is you. How beautiful is life? What miracles. We are miracles. Can we receive that? Can we allow the unexpressed potential within us to rise and be received by earth, by beings, by people, by creator? So, my loves, that is the transmission and energy for tonight. Super powerful beings. I'm going to thank every single being here that carried out the calibration with me. Thank you. And I now invite us to disconnect, release, let go, close those vortexes. Releasing and thanking every energy, entity, dragon, elemental, ascended master, divine feminine, divine masculine, source, God, creator, earth, sisterhoods, brotherhoods, now to release and let go. As we come back into the body, fully grounded into earth, feel your feet in the earth, really feel it, your heaviness. Like that's not the heavy, bad heavy, it's the weight of the physical on the earth, feet in the earth, grounded. Like this lovely plant, right? Ushima anhiri particularly. There you go. These dragons, they're all holding stuff of creation energy. Look at the volcano as a creation energy as well. Look at that. So much around creative energies. Expand and activate your creative energy. How are you co-creating? How are you in active creation? What does it look like? What is that for you? Is it communication? Is it your beingness? Is it your smiles to whoever you pass? Is it actually part of your purpose to co-create? You co-create with clients. You co-create with everybody that way. You know? So are you co-creating with a book you're writing? That's co-creation. That has a spirit of its own. So what is your co-creation? And how can you embrace it even more? Have a conversation with it. Invite that energy in. What does it look like? Who is it for you? What is it for you? Where is it for you? How do you tap into it? How do you call it forth even more? So, what transformational choice will you make to allow that unexpressed potential and creativity within you to be expressed right now? Hold your vision. Hold your vision. Listen to the voice of the universe within you. You are the universe. Love it. Communicate your passion. Harness your creativity. Communicate your passion. All right, my loves. Those cards are just so divinely like everything that I was talking about. They're just confirmation upon confirmation. Wow. Love it. All right, let me check the time. It's 10:01 here, so I'm going to bed. I did say I had a special offer that I wanted to express, and this is right now. I'm going to do a package deal for a Beyond Quantum Healing session and a future life progression. So two in the packets. And I'm going to do that deal for three. What is it? I'm waiting for the numbers to come in. Seriously, I'm getting guided. Thank you. So 397 for two of those. One is 4 hours, right? A lot of time, 3 to 4 hours. Second one is 3 hours. So you're looking at 6 to 7 hours with me in co-creation, doing a future life progression, beyond quantum healing. We're talking about hypnosis, journeying of the soul. Okay, so that is a package deal. I'm only going to offer it to 3 people. That's it. Okay, so that is beautiful savings on that as well, and I'll put up what that is because that's just coming through now. So there you go. Only 3 people, by the way. I'm not taking any more than that. So you'll know who you are. Future life progression and beyond quantum healing, which is quantum hypnosis. We're going to go into the quantum field, access the information of your soul, the journey it's taken, the why it's here, your questions, access the higher consciousness, access source, God, creator, access your guides, and ask questions. I'll be facilitating this. So anybody that needs or wants healing, clearing, activation, these hypnotic sessions offer that as well. You're in a trance state as we do it and as we travel through the dimensions of time and space with you. So that is what I'm offering for 3 people. So PM me if it's interesting. And with that, I am loving and leaving you. Good night and bless you. Bless you all. Thank you for that, by the way. Thank you. I definitely saw some of you working on me, so thank you. Have a beautiful sleep.